The Matrix is a system, Neo. That system is our enemy. But when you're inside, you look around. What do you see? Businessmen, teachers, lawyers, carpenters, the very minds of the people we are trying to save. Until we do, these people are still part of that system. That makes them our enemy. You'll have to understand.
My name is Noel Chang. I'm a constable attached to the Mobile Reserve Division and the JCF SWAT team. I've been a member of this team for 2 fulfilling years. The training, of course, would have helped me to grow as well. I find it to be very fulfilling, playing an active role
of
in the
the
crime fights.
Northeast last year when he had me come out and speak, and I'm not sure there's a recording of that, but that went really well. It was interesting, the speech that I had there. I gave pretty much the normal one for a lot of people who didn't know me. When they don't know my backstory, I kind of have to give the backstory to lead into anything. Otherwise, why would anybody listen to what I'm saying? So after giving that general backstory and I had mine, but some of the other speakers that were there ended up very left, but the leftists, the ideas were, the normal good ideas. I feel like they're benevolent from the heart, where they say we want to do these things to make things better. We want to get universal health care, and the people stopping us are evil, and they're this, and we need to crush them out. They're our enemy. And I had to get up and say something to everybody about
that is growing. That there are more people and more people that will be culturally aware and be self-critical and critical of, like, might does not make right, that the law does not make it moral. So where are you getting your moral from? Where are you getting these ideas?
Okay, so I think where they came, one, I grew up as a Jehovah's Witness, and I'm not sure how much you know about the Jehovah's Witness, but the older I get, that shit has a stronger hold on you when you're out there. Not really, it's like a bittersweet relationship with that fucked up ex you had. You just can't shake it. But there was a lot of shit that I saw. The first thing I can remember that made me aware of what is right and what is legal is that in the Jehovah's Witness congregation, they got the rank structure stuff, like with elders, various positions in the church, but all those top ranking positions would be men.
Fucking human being,
And
like our
women
brother
don't have
and our
to.
sister, or the ultimate rule of how we treat somebody how you want to be treated. That's fine. Basic obviousness. That's why it's in like every religion, in every fucking country, in every concept. These things are on the surface, but we're not enabling ourselves to follow that.
Well, I'm under a danger man piece, a Asian piece, so don't call it occupation, but it's music, and I am occupation.
Ideally, you shouldn't need. You were telling me that in Japan, like this, the precincts closed down and whatever, and there's zero crime overnight. It's capable of that shit happening.
Sure. So any Americans out there who have never been to Japan, and I'm not talking Okinawa, I'm talking the mainland, real Japan. The police departments do not work at night. The subways shut down, the trains shut down, the city, other than like mainstream Tokyo, will shut down. And it is a big shock for an American, I assure you, that I've been out there at 2 o'clock in the morning where everything is shut down, it's completely dark, and you're in the
Yes,
middle of
the tough wars.
We're not that tune now, bro.
But watch it. Now it's uptown and from downtown. Watch this. Harvest uptown and farming downtown, can't you see? No money ain't funny, yeah. Money for the rich, but no money for you and for me. No money ain't funny, yeah. This uptown and farming downtown, can't you see? No money ain't funny, yeah. Money for the rich, but no money for you and for me. No money ain't funny, yeah. False leaders to rise up.
Oh, not so fast, everybody. Before rendering this production, let me add a little bit more, because speaking on the fly, as I did earlier, is such a bad idea. I know I can appear pretty good at it, but too much is missed, and, well, too much is missed when I do it anyway. Miguel got tied up at work and doing things, so I don't have his recording yet. Maybe he's just on BPT, I'm not sure, but eventually I'll add it to the end of this. I need to get this rendered and produced so I have it on time, as I promised you guys. So eventually, one day at the end, there will be Miguel's comments at the end of this, at the very end. So it'll be a bit of an Easter egg in the future. So if you're watching this in 2018, this thing, I doubt it's going to be there. But there are 4 things I wanted to add, and we'll go over those. But I need to acknowledge the kindness and work of Miguel's aunt, Professor Bailey, at Westfield University, who made me feel welcomed and visit during my visit to Westfield University. And I don't know, I'm willing to bet that a great many of the Wallace and Bailey families have this trait of being exceptional human beings. I really look up to people like them because I feel they get part of life so much better than I do. But first, walking around, I see many people living and caring for one another, exemplifying that human cooperation I speak of so much, and is a critical assumption underlying all of my work. But that cooperation is something I do not personally understand. I use the analogy or metaphor of Neo in the Matrix because of this reality. Though it's an insufficient stand-in, the overall concepts are profoundly true. Even my perceived role in the situation, like Neo, who is treated as a Christ-like figure, is actually a false messiah, as am I. It is all about the system. I am obsessed with, and I've opened my eyes to the system. I observe it, and I try to understand it with every breath I take. But that has really blinded me from living in the beauty of people and nature. People like Miguel and Professor Bailey help ground me, and I envy their ability to cast it aside and focus on what can be changed. If it's like a snowstorm, I focus on the blizzard, and I can get more of your people out than anyone else. As arrogant as that sounds, it is what I excel at, and I welcome any challengers. But my critical flaw is that I get dismissed.
Amazing. Amazing. Ain't that amazing? That's amazing.
Generally dry day on Wednesday with sunny periods. However, there may be more cloud in the southeast where it will be breezier. After a chilly start, it will be mostly dry on Thursday with some sunny spells. However, it may be rather cloudy in the southeast. Patchy rain will arrive in the north.